Hello, this is Gavin Palmer with Hero Looking for Group and Gavin Palmer, and today I will show you how I used GPT-4 to help me analyze a situation with people on the internet. And so I prompted GPT-4, I said, I will provide some private message history with someone who is challenging to interact with and doesn't seem to listen to me. Please provide your analysis of that person's behavior. See the following. So then I go through and I basically copied and pasted all of this kind of an onslaught of messages. And I read these messages, I think about them. And so I will, I'm not going to go through everything this person said, but I will go through the analysis. So let's check this out. So, based on the provided message history, the person you are interacting with seems to display the following behaviors. Number 1, dominating the conversation. The person appears to be controlling the conversation by asking leading questions and making assumptions about your beliefs and values. This can make it challenging to express your own opinions. Number 2, passive aggressiveness. The person seems to make indirect criticisms and negative assumptions about your character, such as accusing you of having no principles or being a nihilist. This behavior can make it difficult for you to engage in a productive dialogue. Number 3, dismissive. The person seems to dismiss your potential responses, such as saying that you won't have perfect answers or that you're afraid to engage in conversation. This can make you feel as though your input is not valued. Number 4, defensiveness. The person appears to be defensive about their own beliefs, making it difficult for them to listen to your perspective or engage in a balanced discussion. Number 5, lack of empathy. The person seems to be lacking empathy as evidenced by their comments about other individuals, such as calling someone autistic or suggesting that a woman is only present to flirt. This lack of empathy can make it challenging to have a constructive conversation. In summary, the person you are interacting with exhibits behaviors that make it difficult to have a productive conversation. They appear to dominate the discussion, make passive-aggressive remarks, be dismissive of your input, and lack empathy. These factors, combined with their defensiveness, make it challenging to engage in a fruitful dialogue. So there you go. I thought that was a really good analysis. And what'd be interesting, you might be someone like that. So you can take your own interactions and maybe ask GPT-4 to analyze your own behavior and maybe ask how your behavior does or does not help you accomplish your goals. And so I'll continue, but that was the focus of this video, but I will continue with my next prompt. I'm very interested in being a peacemaker in the world. I'm interested in using technology to identify signal and filter out noise, and so I enjoy interacting with people like this in order to study signals and noises with the ultimate goal of helping increase peace on Earth. I think we should use large language models to analyze people's interactions so that we can accomplish goals like increasing peace on Earth. Now, I haven't read this next part. This is going to be a revelation for us at the same time. I could not share this video if it was terrible, but let's see what the large language model says. Using technology, specifically large language models like GPT, to analyze people's interactions is a novel and promising approach to fostering peace and understanding. By studying the signals and noises in conversations, we can gain insights into patterns of communication and behavior that may contribute to conflict or misunderstandings. Here are a few ways that large language models can contribute to this goal. Number 1, sentiment analysis. Analyzing the emotional tone of conversations can help identify areas of tension, disagreement, or emotional escalation. By understanding the underlying sentiments, we can promote healthier communication and help to diffuse conflicts. Number 2, identifying biases and fallacies. Language models can be used to detect cognitive biases, logical fallacies, or misinformation in conversations. By recognizing these patterns, we can develop strategies for addressing them in a non-confrontational manner, promoting constructive dialogue. Number 3, mediation and conflict resolution. Language models can be trained to provide suggestions for mediating conflicts or resolving disputes by analyzing the points of contention and offering alternative perspectives or compromises. I wonder what GPT-4 would recommend me to do with this individual sending me private messages. Number 4, facilitating empathy and understanding. Analyzing interactions can help identify barriers to empathy or understanding, allowing us to develop tools and techniques for fostering greater compassion and connection between individuals with differing viewpoints. Number 5, improving communication skills. Language models can be utilized to provide personalized feedback and recommendations for individuals looking to improve their communication skills. This can be particularly helpful in situations where people need assistance in expressing their thoughts and feelings effectively. By leveraging the capabilities of large language models, we can develop innovative tools and approaches to improve communication, increase understanding, and promote peace on Earth. However, it's essential to be aware of the ethical considerations and potential limitations of using AI in this context, such as privacy concerns and the possibility of reinforcing existing biases. With careful design and implementation, AI-powered tools may play a vital role in fostering a more peaceful and harmonious world. So I do wonder if this concern for privacy and biases is something that's part of the guardrails that were placed on the large language model. Like, does a large language model, would it actually mention these things if it wasn't set up with these guardrails? Like, maybe this last message was an addendum put on by this more focused and highly tuned large language model that attempts to capture the sentiment of humans who say privacy is important and who say biases are important. Because I suspect that the large language models will see truth which humans don't want to see because of their biases. So that's an interesting thing to consider. So that will keep going, and you're welcome to stop at any time. All right, so I said, how should I respond to this person who seems to be spamming me with a bunch of messages which I shared with you earlier? The GPT-4 responded, in dealing with someone who appears to be spamming you with messages, it's essential to maintain a calm and respectful demeanor. Here's a suggested response that addresses their behavior while encouraging a more productive and respectful conversation. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and opinions. I understand that we may have different perspectives on various topics, and I respect your right to express your views. However, I believe that a constructive dialogue requires a mutual understanding and a willingness to listen to each other. It's difficult to engage in a meaningful conversation when we're bombarded with numerous messages and assumptions. I would appreciate it if we could slow down, focus on one topic at a time, and truly listen to each other's viewpoints. This way, we can have an open and respectful exchange of ideas. If you're interested in continuing the conversation under these conditions, please let me know which topic you'd like to discuss first. So this was pretty good. I tried to communicate this. I expressed a willingness to engage in slow, patient, gentle conversation, but I feel like this is even better. So I will actually use this, basically copy and paste to this person. But let me know what you think. I hope you'll have a good one. Bye-bye.